Let's bring on our guy, which is John Pricci. And John every week has the Express Bet daily play of the day, and we'll get to that for the Monday card at Saratoga and the bankroll play, which is of $100. You can also check out on our website at 1045theteam.com. Good morning, John Pricci. How are you?
Good morning, Roger. How are you?
We are.
Well, I'm not as upset as a lot of people are this weekend, but I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Well, let me just start. How surprised were you with the outcome of the Jim Dandy?
Okay, we'll take it one at a time. Always Dreaming, I was surprised at the way he looked. I never saw him break out like that. He was very anxious when he went into the gate. Had a lot of sweat on him, and he was a bit of a runoff. While he got a clear lead going down the back, you know, I kind of didn't like the way he was traveling. He didn't look all that relaxed, and I think it showed up later. However, I got to give him credit for fighting all the way down the stretch, you know, and losing a photo for the place. So he ran okay, but certainly disappointing. Cloud computing was terrible, and I'm sure Chad was embarrassed. Not that he should be, because the following day he only saddled 7 winners. That's all. And that might be some sort of modern-day record. I don't even know. I got to look that up. But among those 7 winners were 3 graded stakes. Anyway, getting back to Cloud computing, he ran terribly. Yeah, I mean, you know, short horses will do that, and he wanted to leave something in the tank for the Travers. But I'm sure he was looking for a much better effort than that. Good Samaritan. I got to give Elliott Walden, as Bill Mott did, I got to give Elliott Walden a lot of credit because, man, this horse looked like the first start on dirt. Looked like they dropped him in at the 8th pole. I mean, all of a sudden he leveled off, and even if the Derby and the Preakness winners were running their races, I'm not sure that Good Samaritan wouldn't run them down anyway. I mean, it was yes, an unexpected, but not totally unexpected, because 7-8 to 1, whatever he was on the odds board, somebody knew he was okay. And this horse just, I mean, he went from, you know, he went from like almost last, approaching the 8th pole, to drawing off by winning by 4.5 lengths. I mean, it was an astounding effort, and he has to be considered a serious Travers horse off that performance, and they are thinking about, you know, running him back in the Travers. I know if he were mine, I would.
Todd Pletcher, and we're talking with John Pricci, our racing analyst here on 104.5 The Team ESPN Radio, also with us on WNYT. After the race was over, Todd Pletcher was not sure about the Travers. Chad Brown was very disappointed in his 3-year-old. So moving forward, and what's the likelihood, do you think, of those two being in the Midsummer Derby?
I would think that Todd did sort of change his tune a little bit yesterday. Because I think he said, I saw that interview that you were referring to, and I think he said he didn't want to comment at that time because in the heat of action, you know, your thoughts are not clear. But yesterday, you know, he said that, well, you know, we're going to watch his training, we're going to monitor his training, and if he comes back and trains well and shows Todd that he's up for an A-plus effort, he'll start him. Otherwise, he may not, because, you know, you want to save the reputation of the Derby horse, but by the same token, you don't want to duck anybody. Now, on Friday in the Curlin Stakes, Todd had the winner, and a big-time winner by the name of Outplay. He had the benefit of the track in going for him and everything, but that horse still ran lights out. He's still a green horse. He's still learning, and he could be one of 3 or 4 that Todd could have in there. If Always Dreaming makes the race. As for Cloud computing, I'm sure Chad has gone back or is going back to the drawing board, and that horse is going to have him. He's going to have to show him something. He must have been disappointed yesterday, as Timeline showed his inexperience with big time horses, with Grade 1 horses, disappointing as one of the favorites in the Haskell. So was the other favorite, Irish War Cry. But Durban, you know, the Derby also eligibles, Raj. I mean, the Derby also ran, I should say, ran better in the Haskell yesterday than the Triple Crown winners did in 2 days of racing, Saturday and Sunday. Gervin had those foot issues. He had a tough trip. They couldn't really train him properly for the Derby. He came back in his next start. He got beat right on the line by IRAP, who showed that he's more than everybody thought he was by winning 3 in a row. And he wins the race over McCracken, who finally ran the race that everybody thought he was capable of. Just unlucky to get nailed at the wire. Some guys were telling me, the jock moved too soon. Well, maybe he did and maybe he didn't, but I know this. I know that the winner that beat him just by a little bit, he had that horse trapped on the turn. He went on with it, and I'm sorry, anytime you open up 2 lengths approaching the 8th pole, you don't have any excuses. If he had waited, yeah, he might have been able to hold off the other horse, but that's doing a disservice to Gervin, who ran great. And the Practical Joke ran well as well. He just lost a photo of place. In fact, he lost a 3-horse photo for the whole thing. Express
Bet sponsors John Pricci segment every day here on Big Board Sports on 104.5 at Team ESPN Radio outside of the Dark Day, which comes up tomorrow. Chris, I know you've been wanting to ask John this question this morning, and I'm really anxious to hear John Pricci's answer to your question.
Preach, man, we get fired up every day for the feature at Saratoga. And, man, yesterday was the Shuvi Handicap. It was the first race of the day. People were pumped. And then when the starting gate opened, 3 horses emerged. How the heck do you run a race with only 3 horses?
It's first of all, it's in the book, and I think, I'm not sure, I'd have to look this up too, but I'm pretty sure there's an obligation to put on a graded stakes. I mean, if you remember, they had a walkover in the Woodward in 1980 with Spectacular Bid. So if it's a graded race, you got to put it on. And clearly, nobody wanted to face either, to me, Terra Promessa, who looked like she was going to be the lone speed, which is always dangerous in those situations. But also, they didn't want to face Chad Source, who just got beat maybe, what was it, about a half a length by Songbird, the number 3 ranked horse in America. And he was very excited about her workout going into that race. And Chad, you all know him, he's not the excitable kind of guy. But wasn't it worth it? I mean, I'm asking you. Now I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Wasn't it worth it? I mean, 32.5 lengths. This is Secretariat stuff.
It was incredible. It was incredible, no doubt.
All right, John, let's get to your Express Bet bankroll play of the day of $100. And the feature today looks like a really nice weather day again for the Coronation Cup Stakes for 3-year-old fillies at 5.5 furlongs on the turf.
Yeah, well, that's good because it is on the turf. The running bankroll right now, we've made 4 selections, not counting the scratch. We had a win in a second. We're up $22.50, which is not all the money in the world. And while we get $100 to play from Express Bet, the folks don't have to do that. They can divide it by 5 or 10, and make the same wager virtually for $10 or $20. They don't have to spend $100. Okay, today's play and all the plays every day right here on ESPN is sponsored by Express Bet, the bankroll play. So whether you're at the track or you're at home, we think it's your most convenient way to bet Saratoga. Okay, the Coronation Cup. The favorite in there is Morticia, 2-1 on the early line. Rusty Arnold trains. This is a nice filly. Clearly the most accomplished horse in the race, but we're going to try to beat her. Why? Because she just won a race around 3 weeks ago. She shipped from Churchill to Laurel and now up to Saratoga. I think it's a lot to ask of a 3-year-old filly to be shipping around. The price is not worth it, and I think she has a right to regress. So I'm going to take that approach to the race, and we landed on a filly called Epping Forest. Now, the spacing with her, to the contrary, is very good. She's 5-1 on the morning line. Don't think she'll be seriously below that. Rodger has had 3 starts on the turf at 6 furlongs or less. She's yet to lose. She's 3 for 3, including a win at 5.5 today's distance. Jose Ortiz, the leading rider by 2 over his brother, 15-13 as of yesterday. He was on her for all 3 races. She's got conditioning on the turn back. She ran a mile last time. she will appreciate the cutback in distance here. She's got a late running style that'll suit the speed dynamic that's in here. And Chris Clement is profitable when he does one thing. That's a small sample, Raj, but of his last 12 starters that went from a sprint to a route, which she did last time, and then back to a sprint like she's doing today, he's 4 for 12. So that's 25%. It's good enough for me. So we're going to try to beat Morticia with Epping Forest. We're going to bet our $100 thusly. $40 to win, $40 to show on Epping Forest. Then we're going to take, in order to make a further favor and maybe optimize our price a little bit, 2 $5 exacta key boxes. We're going to take Epping Forest number 6 with the 5, India Mantuana, who's a 3-to-1 shot from the Chad Brown barn, and Lady Alexandra, who's making her first start for Tom Proctor today, and she could be a bit of a price. She's 6-to-1. She would probably be all of that. So 2 $5 exacta key boxes is $20, and 40 win, 40 show is 80, 20, and 20 and 80 is 100. And that's my trick for this afternoon, guys.
And if you need to get all of that information, just go on the website. It's there right now. The $100 bankroll, express bet bankroll play of the day with John Pricci is right now up on that website at 1045theteam.com. Plenty of time for you to get that before you go to the OTB or you are heading up to the track today. John, always a pleasure. Thanks for a few minutes, and enjoy a day off tomorrow. We'll talk to you on the Wednesday show.
We will. Looking forward to the Whitney draw, right? Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock?
No doubt. Plenty to talk about.
I guess you guys will be there. The big 1-3 will be there?
Always all over it. Absolutely.
All right, my man.
Thank you, John.
Take care. We'll talk to you guys on Wednesday. Have a good day.